they are going to go through their ups and downs. And I think the lesson for us is to manage our reaction to that, and not take responsibility for it. So sometimes we think that, in your words, the crap is directed towards us. But in fact, the crap is just part of being that age. It's really interesting when you learn about what's going on with the teenage brain, and then you throw hormones into that, and then you put them into an environment like school where they're trying to fit in, and they're dealing with so much that one of the only places they feel safe to express their emotions is at home. And so the mother is quite often the brunt of all of that, but it actually has nothing to do with you. But from the soul pleaser perspective, one of the things that we're learning in this program is that when an event occurs in our life, we have complete control over how we perceive that event. And hopefully what you're developing is the skill to become conscious in that moment. So we all live on automatic pilot. Something happens, we think something, then we feel something, and then we act a certain way. And the feeling comes on so fast that we miss the thought. So we don't remember what the quick thought was between the event and the emotion. We just feel the emotion. So then we use the language, you make me feel. So, you know, when your daughter does X, I feel that, as though she has caused your emotion, but in fact, you have caused your emotion. So it takes practice, but the next time she's acting out or expressing her frustration of whatever's going on with inside of her to you or at you, and it feels like it's about you, if you can just notice your reaction, that's the first step, is just that awareness to notice how you feel in response to what she's doing. And then say to yourself, I'm choosing to be upset about this. And just that alone will dissolve it. It won't have as much power because you've noticed it. And sometimes you won't notice it. You won't catch yourself, and afterwards you'll go, oh, I was totally unconscious through that, experience, because I just responded the way I always do. And it doesn't mean that you become a doormat and you allow behaviour that is not what you want to teach your children, but it's just monitoring the inner reaction that you have, because you can change that, and then you can still deal with the situation the way that you choose to. And in fact, you'll deal with it better because you're choosing consciously rather than unconsciously.